welcome back. In today's edition, our main topic is that President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has launched the initiative of for people with determination, which is titled Able with the Differences. Actually, the President has also, and the file of the people with determination has taken an unprecedented care and attention from President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi since he came to office. So to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phono with Dr. Maha Hllali, Counselor of the Minister of Social Solidarity. Good morning, Dr. Maha.
Good morning.
Well, Dr. Maha, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has always been caring and giving very good attention for people with determination since he came to office 9 years ago. And actually, the President has allocated the year 2018, especially for the people with determination. What's your comment?
Well, we are very lucky that our president is a humanitarian and he cares a lot about all marginalized sectors in the community. He cares about the women, about the children, about the persons with disabilities. For us, we always say that we are living a golden era for disability in Egypt right now, since in 2017 when the President announced 2018 as the year for the persons with disabilities. In the same year, the law number 10 of 2018, which is about the rights of persons with disability, was announced at the beginning of the year in February. And this is the first time that Egypt has a law which is concerned with the rights of persons with disabilities and dedicated for them. And in the same year, in December, the bylaws was out, and therefore, as of March 2019, it has become compulsory that all the ministries give the services that were promised in the law. So we are very lucky, and at the same time, every December, with the time which is December 3rd, is the day for the persons with disabilities, but then we celebrate all of December for the persons with disabilities. Every December, the President very graciously meets the persons with disabilities themselves and listens to their issues. And every year, there are more and more promises that are given and are come to reality. And therefore, we see that December is the time where we meet again and again with with the President, and he kindly continues his support, which really gives a push for the cause.
Yes, Dr. Maha, also, how do you see the importance of the initiative launched by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi that is under the title Able with Differences for the people with determination?
Yes, this will also help that the rights become reality and that the people see the difference. We are still trying to market for the issuance of the disability card. We're having some issues because a lot of people are not aware that there is a disability card, and some of them do not see that there is a need to issue the disability card. And some of them don't see that once you have it, you are going to get more and more rights. So this is very important so that we see the law number 10 becoming real and real every year, and that it becomes a reality, and that people with disability, it becomes ipso facto that they will get the rights and the rights will come to them. Even if they don't know that the rights are there, the rights will come to them. So it's very important that every year we are having this the promises, and that is every year we are revisiting the issues that are still causing some disturbance in the lives or are like barriers for the person with disability to function in the everyday life.
Yes, so Dr. Maha, for the first time, at the start of our conversation, you have described the people with determination as marginalized in the previous years. But since President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi came to office, there has been a very good attention and care for people with determination after they, as you've just mentioned, they were marginalized. So also for the first time during the regime of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, for the first time the constitution stipulates and required that the people with determination to be represented within the parliament in order to transfer their concerns to the legislative authority. How do you see this?
This is important because then having the persons with disabilities represented in the parliament means that every law and every decision that is made in the parliament is taking into heed that there are persons with disabilities who will be affected by what is going on in the parliament. So this is why in the UN there's the logo, which is nothing about us without us. So you cannot make decisions that concern the persons with disabilities with them not being part of the decision. So having representative is the first thing, and this was very important, and it was stipulated in, as you said, in the Constitution of 2014, which was the first constitution which was written with persons with disabilities represented in the committee that had written it. So that was very important, and one of the first things that the Constitution says is that Egypt recognizes its signature of all the international conventions under the UN, and one of them is the Convention for the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, which was out in 2006, and Egypt signed in 2007, and since then we have seen changes. It has been postponed a bit because of the revolution in 2011, but since 2012 there was the structure of the National Council for Persons with Disabilities, and every year we have been seeing changes and changes. It's a long road. Activists like myself and others who represent persons with disabilities, we've been working on this for years and years. So it was very important after the Constitution and after President Sisi came into office that we're seeing all these rights being recognized and being given to the persons.
Yes. So, Dr. Maha, also the idea of the empowerment of the people with determination, how do you see the importance of this as President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi have called for the empowerment of people with disabilities?
Their empowerment is important because they are part of the community, and we cannot ignore, we're talking about 10 to 12% of the community, we cannot ignore them. They are part of the community, and they could be part of the force in the economy, and they could be part of the force in every aspect of the daily life.
Yes.
Therefore, it is important to empower them and to give them the rights in education, the right in health, the right in work, the right to be included in all aspects of daily activities.
Yes. So, Dr. Maha, how do you see the humanitarian gesture of President al-Sisi? There are always, every year, a special day dedicated to the people with determination, and we see a celebration, and the president attends the event and delivers a speech, and we see the president between the children and the youth of and people with determination, and taking photos with them and speaking to them in a very kind way as a father. How do you see this human side of the president?
Well, the president is the father of all Egyptians, and when you're a father and you have a child who has disabilities, you give them more attention, and you give them more of your time, and you dedicate more of your expenditure, and everything rotates around them. I know this as a parent of a son who has special needs. So it is very important that we have a president who regards all of the Egyptians as his responsibility. The president has gone beyond the humanitarian issue to look into the rights. He gave them rights, and rights are more important because humanitarian means today I want to be humanitarian, tomorrow I don't want to be. No, it's not a matter of being humanitarian as much as it is a matter of giving them the rights and recognizing their rights as equal citizens. So this is what our president has done, and we hope that the media and everybody looks at it this way. It is beyond being humane. It is being, it is recognizing them as equal citizens who have rights, and the human rights are not exceptional for those who are disabled or those who are not disabled. So it is very important to realize that they have the rights, and by the president recognizing the Day of the Persons of Disabilities every year and celebrating it with them, it is very important message to everybody that this is how we all should be. This is how the community should be. You should accept them, you should include them, you should give them the rights, and you should have them participate, because inclusion is always calculated as per the participation of the persons with disabilities. It's not enough to say we are including them and then you don't allow them to participate. It's important to include them, take away the barriers, allow them to participate, and celebrate their successes, which is the other thing which happens every year, is that the president does celebrate their successes not only through the party but also by recognizing those who have achieved beyond their disability to really be recognized.
Yes, Dr. Maha, how do you see also the importance of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's dealing with people with determination on screen and in the celebration and the events that he attends with the people with the determination, in giving the idea or being a role model for all people or the citizens in Egypt to accept the people with determination and know very well that they should give them more care, and in spreading this culture of accepting them and trying to help them, and that we are responsible to support them?
Well, our president is a very decent man, and we see this in all his relations with everybody. We see how he treats the elderly. We see how he treats the women with all respect. He's a very respectful man, and this is something that yes, he is a role model. And how he treats persons with disability, he treats them both with respect, and also with the children with disabilities, he treats them with more care and acceptance. And this is exactly what we want to see with everybody. We want people to accept them, to know that they have challenges, and at the same time to try and take away all the barriers that they are facing, because this is their right, and this is what the president has always been showing in his dealings with persons with disabilities. He's been showing respect, acceptance, and care, and this is exactly what a father does.
Yes. I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Maha Hllali, Counselor of the Minister of Social Solidarity. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. And with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, The Breakfast Show. I was in the company of my colleague, Shireen Adel. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.